cause y'all know what it is.
Team Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in the thing, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you're not finna get nobody's college. And we gave away that chili for $31,000, but it's not stopping now, man. When we get to 40,000 subscribers, we're doing another chili giveaway. So make sure that you hit that like, hit that comment, hit that get subscribe button. No long intro. Let's just get into the content. Big shout out to Hoodie from the Hood. We finna use this content. Big love to the homie down in San Diego. But before we get into this content from Hoodie from the Hood, I want to go ahead and point out the fact that, nigga, your haircut is low. Like, when I say your haircut is low, nigga, you got a skin fade. It's like when you draw extra hard on the pencil when you were a kid, and then you erase it, but you can still see the black mark. It's low like that. I'm just had to get that off. God love for the homie, but that is a low cut, a low cut. You feel me? Let's jump into this content.
Straight into it, man. Y'all see the title. Y'all been seeing the videos. Y'all know what's going on. Young Ann Hefe was arrested, 2 days ago, I believe by now, for, a situation where, somebody is no longer here. Now, there's been a lot of theory.
Situation that arises with his guys, and he had to be smart about it. That's where my mind went. You get the right
floating around on the internet, and that's what I'm here for. A lot of y'all just foul, homie. Straight up. It ain't no other way to slice it. I'm seeing reports come out of this and that, and I expect people like Poetic Flakko to do what he do. You know what I mean? Like I said multiple times, there's people around him that's supposed to be members that had made that dude feel comfortable, so he gonna do what he do. Even if he lying, blatantly lying, he done been called out for his stories and backtracked. So, that lets you know right there that he'll say anything just because he want to be the first to.
Yeah, there's been some things that Flakko said were just blatantly not true. But at the same time, too, this is not to defend Flakko by any means, but Wack is the one feeding him bad information, which will kind of make you wonder, why does Wack feed Flakko bad information?
To get the story out there, or he want to make it seem like he breaking some type of news. So once you catch somebody up lying multiple times, you got to question every single thing that they do. And then he put extras on it. He want to say, he got this information from a high-ranking member and all this to make y'all believe that the source is credible. But like I said, that's Poetic Flakko. He gonna do the clown stuff he do. If y'all entertained by that, then have at it. But like I said, these members, man, I seen, and I don't have nothing personal against people. Once I see you do stuff that just don't align with how I conduct myself or what I believe in, I just back up off you. That's it. It ain't no beef. I'm not looking to go back and forth, none of that. If you know me, you know. I just peep, say how I feel, and keep it pushing. I seen the individual get on here and say, whether it's true or not, and you're supposed to be a member,
I wonder if he gonna say
that he in there for Big U son.
There we go. I knew he was gonna take it to that. Yeah, Ceddy Nash pretty much upset the entire gang community. People not really feeling that wasn't Ceddy Nash's finest point. Now, I do understand why Ceddy Nash did it from his standpoint, from his logic. I do understand why everybody else is upset from their standpoints and their logic. What's my opinion on it? I don't have an opinion. I try to stay neutral because that's what the news is. It's a neutral space. It's a safe space. So I just think that everybody should just be a lot more careful with the things that they say, unless they don't mind not being careful with the things that they say. That's a good answer.
And I sat there and I'm like, yo, whose mans is this, homie? Like, whose partner is this? Who be stamping this? Whether that's true or not, Well, actually, I seen two individuals. One said his offense date was the same day where this happened, but he's a cop. He do cop stuff. The other dude, oh yeah, man, he in there for this, and it's gonna start all kind of. Bro, if that's the truth, being from where you claim to be from and being from where he from, why would you get on the internet and fan the flames like that? Especially when you're not gonna be on the front line to participate in none of that, and most likely have never been on the front line participating in none of that. You sitting back like a witness and a spectator when you supposed to be from over there. It's like people get on this internet, homie, and forget.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset with Ceddy Nash right now. He's not an internet favorite right now at all.
Everything that you supposed to stand by and go by, if you genuinely feel this way, it shouldn't be, oh, this how I feel when I'm in the streets, but when I'm on the internet, I'm a different person. Nah, homie, you supposed to be who you are, who you say you are at all times. And this internet exposes people every day for not being genuinely who they say that they are or who they portray on this internet. And this is one thing I be seeing Baby Brave say this, and I agree with this. When these people from other places and out of states, when they be looking and they feel like some of these dudes are representatives of these communities, which some of them are, and they see them doing stuff for clicks and just to be in the algorithm and just to go viral, and they doing goofy activities, and it's a bad representation on everybody, even though that really doesn't represent the average person.
It really doesn't represent LA. You just got to remember, these are the people who you are just able to see, but it doesn't represent the totality of the LA street culture.
In these communities who ain't on the internet, these dudes that if you go over there, a lot of these dudes will really hurt you. They don't play these games. Some of these dudes who get on the internet representing certain communities make their community look bad, but you got to understand that a lot of these dudes wasn't the dudes in the streets in the first place. They may have grew up over there, they might be from there, got some family from over there, but they not the ones putting in work. They not the active ones. They not the ones. So when they decide to go that route and get on the internet, and just because they have this community attached to them, y'all start to think that that's everybody over there, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Most of these dudes that's on the internet is not them guys.
That's true, because the average person that's on the internet, not to say every person, but the average person that's on the internet is not actively committing violence or participating in street activity amongst their constituents within their community, which is why they're on the internet trying to figure out, you know, a better way to live, a better way to do things, a better way to maneuver into life. You know what I'm saying? Find something a lot more prosperous to do. The following is a paid ad for Trap News Network in support of Munchie B becoming the president of the B team. Munchie B in no way has access to do this, nor has Munchie B given his approval for us to use this message. But if you don't think that this ninja should be president of the B team, you're a hater. Let's get a word from Munchie B.
Hi, I'm Munchie B, president of the B team, from the skylines back down to the families, from the J's to Demond Heights. The B team, elite team, is a family you can trust on IF.
Guys from out of their section. They might be from over there, they might not be from over there, but they not them guys that really make things happen over there, if you get what I'm saying. There's a few on the internet that are. Apparently, Ant was one of them. And not for that, what he locked up for. I'm just saying, in general, when you do your homework on certain people and they come back like, nah, he really that. You know what I mean? But, and then I gotta get on you, Young Woo. I got to. We didn't been cool, cordial in the past. And I ain't got no personal issue with you, but that was bad people activities, what you did, homie. Period. All this, I'm a journalist. Nah, homie. That's not journalistic, nothing. And if you a journalist,
I always feel so like attacked when they say like I'm a journalist. Leave us out of this, man. Leave us journalists here at the Trap News Network. Leave us out of this, man. We don't be involved in you niggas' flu-flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. Because when the flu-flammery and the skullduggery and the larceny continues, we see it and we stay in our place and out of y'all way. Because, you know, certain things happen or certain things go on and we just know better than to know better. You feel me? Sometimes you got to just know better than to know better. It's the best way I can describe that.
And you a civilian, that's one thing. And even still, coming from the background that we come from, it's still certain things that you shouldn't do. My thing is, even if you don't participate in gang activities no more and you want to change your life, whatever the case is, if you don't believe in being a rat, because a lot of the times that don't even come from gang banging. Like, I remember just being a kid and getting into it with my older brother, and I get to telling my mom what he did, and she like, man, stop snitching, stop telling all the time. You know what I mean? Like, your mama tell you something like that. This has nothing to do with gang banging. So if you genuinely believe in not telling, just because you're a journalist or you got a platform and you're not living the street life no more.
Yeah, it's definitely a way to do everything, and it just, Young Woo made his splash into our meta space. He just didn't splash the way he thought he would hope to have splashed. You feel me? Like, he definitely made his mark, for sure. For sure. But I don't think it was a mark that he was wanting to make, man. But I mean, gotta E for effort, man. Gotta E for effort, for sure.
Doesn't mean that you should get on here and start, quote unquote, telling. Now, they saying he ain't not even locked up for that. But if he was,
that's what makes it even worse.
First of all, y'all saying what the man locked up for before he was even arraigned. I believe he's been arraigned now. But at the time he wasn't. He had just got arrested and everybody was coming out with these theories saying, oh, he in there for this, he in there for that. So to come out and be like, oh, he in there for doing this to the homie and this is what happened. Bro, if that was really to be what happened, you just destroyed his possible defense. You can't do stuff like that, homie. And even you said your sister tapped in and she was hot, told you if she could DP you, she'd DP you. I'm guessing your sister from over there, your homies then tapped in, told you to take.
Your sister is super turned up with the extras, man. Shout out to Big Sis. Hey, she said, let me show you how to do this because you ain't doing it right. Shout out to Big Sis for leading the way.
Then why would they tell you that if you wasn't out of line? So, and then, see, I don't know if Flakko put it out there and you ran with it,
Flakko
or if you put it out there and Flakko ran with it because...
Nah, Flakko put it out there first and Wu ran with it afterwards.
Flakko was saying this high-ranking member and he was referring to you, and in your video you was saying that Flakko said this. Y'all was both going off each other. I don't know what's going on. Nobody should go off of Flakko, especially when it comes to street stuff, especially when he's referring to the Peblos as the Pablos. Yeah. Discredited right there. Bro, get your facts straight before you jump on this internet. But this is what I mean. People be wanting to be the first person to jump out there and break the news and go viral and do numbers. I'm quite sure Flakko gonna do his numbers. Like I said, calling the Peblos the Pablos, you already discredited. Don't know what you talking about. I don't even believe nothing else you talking about after that. So you, like I said, y'all got to take everything into consideration when somebody is already...
Yeah, you see what I mean? I say everybody paid attention to that Trap News Network video. The Pablo Bloods. I don't know why he did that. I have no idea why Flakko decided to call them the Pablos, but that was probably the biggest indication right there that he wasn't sure of 100% of what he was talking about when he started calling them the Pablo Bloods. I don't know who Pablo is.
Caught lying.
Didn't know that Pablo hung out with the Bloods.
The Pablo Bloods? Lying. Yeah. Now, Young Woo, you viral right now for all the wrong reasons, homie.
Man.
You viral right now because you from that community or was from that community. I don't know what you got going on, but people see, oh, he from over there. And then it catches fire because it's more validity in the average person's mind who don't know no better.
Yeah.
Ain't no way no member supposed to jump on the internet and say, this is what happened. Something that the police might not even know what's going on and you filling in the blanks. So when somebody go to court to go to trial or whatever, they're like, damn, I can't say this now because this theory is all on the internet saying that this is what happened. And some of these people may or may not be credible sources, but we know that the police and the jury and everybody, we already know that the DA is going to use this internet stuff as evidence. That's a fact. They're going to use this internet stuff as evidence. So like I said, for somebody to jump on the internet and be like, oh, this is what happened. Oh, he wants to go get some tacos, and then it turned into some gangbanging stuff. Because on paper, the A-Trays, and like I said, I don't know what the...
It's definitely bad in the court of public opinion. Now, what I will say is, I don't think that any judge is going to look at this particular part of it and be like, oh, okay, we're going to convict, young Ant of this, or we're going to convict him of that, and blah, blah, blah. I don't see that. But I will say this, in the court of public opinion, this doesn't look, too good. It doesn't look, the best. It looks pretty damning. But again, when it comes to an actual judge, the judge is not going to say, well, Flakko said that, he said blah, blah, blah with the Pablo Bloods, and that's where we're going to put him a new case for. We're going to give him a new case for that, even though we have him for the situation with this alleged DP. But Flakko said that he had something going on with the Pablo Bloods, so let's go ahead and just add that to the list of things to do as well. I don't think that's typically how the situation works, so I think that everybody will be fine. I think that he just needs to focus on what's in front of him and beat the case that's at hand.
And then therefore,
let the court of opinion play out and fizz away until the next thing pops up, which it always does.
I'm hearing
and never forget that all this is just a distraction to get us to forget the fact that Wack was trying to send Adam 22 kitty corn on the cob. That happened, and allegedly Wack got caught with a transmission. That also happened. So let's never forget. Let's just never forget that these things have happened, and some distractions are going on. But let's never forget the reason why we are actually, in fact, here.
Something else, I'll get to that in a second. But the Peblos and the A-Trays don't beef. So 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't carry no gang allegations because those hoods are not they have no history of beef. But when you say he asked him where he's from, he responded, they got to dissing each other, and then some shots was fired. Now they can attach that to that. So once again, you getting on the internet and filling in the blanks for the police, even if it is on camera, they didn't hear the conversation. They don't know what. Somebody could still be like, oh, this is what happened. You know what I mean? Bro, that's somebody's life y'all playing with for views. Like I said, it ain't nothing personal, homie. We didn't had short conversations in passing, but I don't rock with that. That's bad people activities right there, man. I can't rock with that, homie. I don't care who you are. I wouldn't care if you was from my section. Nah, that ain't good. That ain't good at all, homie. So now I'm hearing another theory. We done already heard too. Big U son, the dude from Pablo Bloods. Flakko's a joke. Peblos. And now they saying something about some internal stuff with his own section, and he was there, whatever the case. Look, man, at the end of the day, it's going to play out how it play out. But a lot of y'all content creators is foul. A lot of y'all content creators got not just your section, not just your city, because somebody from out of state is going to say Cali. They're going to blame the whole Cali.
Gonna blame the whole California for this, piece of fluke, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny, even though we can't control what Flakko's doing in, like, North Dakota or Nebraska, wherever he's at. With that all being said, man, we finna get up out of here to the next one. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Y'all enjoy Hoodie from the Hood. Tap in and check out more of his content. Ooh, words is hard. Follow Hoodie from the Hood. Show the homies some love. We out here. We go.
Still work for the neighborhood hero. We got all 4 corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, nigga. Trap knows. You know that, nigga.
Dangerous. Can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe.
Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Niggas hella fake, I know we're enemies. Intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so with this mind, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.